Good evening, world. It's 6 o'clock. Hope you guys enjoyed my show I made yesterday in the morning and my show with Tony. My show in the afternoon and my show with Tony. I made, I think, like a 3-hour video with Tony, man. That was a sick vlog, I know. I vlogged with him for 3 hours. I met him at 6:30. And when I left, it was like 9:30, man. When I left, it was dark. Yeah. Did you have enough juice to get home? I did, but remember that long street that I went downhill towards the Shanes? I had to walk up that whole street. Because I only had two bars left on my battery. I knew I didn't have enough juice to get home. I didn't want to walk all the way home, so I walked all the way up that street towards the main street that you guys saw, obviously, in the vlog in the beginning in part 1. And I had just enough juice to get home from Dinty's to home. And I charged my bike, obviously. The folks made hamburgers. So I'm eating one hamburger. I had my leftover Glenwood pizza yesterday. I ordered a medium. But I ate half of it and I still have like 4 slices left. So I'm only going to eat this one hamburger. And then I'm going to make this video and enjoy it. Show you guys drink my beer and I'll eat my pizza. Yeah. Today is the first time I got into an argument at Coco Fruitti, right? Yeah. I couldn't take shit from that guy anymore, man. Because throughout like the 2 years of Coco Fruitti, everyone was yelling at me all the time. And I never raised my voice back. But today I had enough. The boss's brother, he was really pissing me off. He was giving me attitude and everything. He's like, Ivan, hurry up, do the garbage. You're not doing anything. I'm like, what do you mean I'm not doing anything? I've been washing dishes for the past like fucking hour and a half. He's like, hurry up. You have garbage to do. I'm like, why don't you do the fucking garbage? Like, you're just standing around doing nothing while I'm washing dishes. You should do the garbage. Yeah. I got into an argument with him. Yeah. He's not even the boss. Like, he may be the boss's brother, but he acts like he's the boss. He's not the boss, yeah. Crazy that guy, yeah, man. So you raised your voice back at him? Yes, I did. Because he was giving me attitude all day and he was really pissing me off, man. He always tells me to hurry up and everything when I'm washing dishes. Like, you're not even the fucking boss, man. You may be the boss's brother, but you're not. You act like you're the boss. You're not the boss, man. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna tell the boss that you're not listening and all stuff. I'm like, I told him, like, I had to start out, like, I was closing the dish pit, obviously, cleaning the dish pit, obviously, and he kept telling me to hurry up and everything, to do the garbage, and he's like, you're not doing it, Ivan. I'm like, oh, man, and I got really pissed. I'm like, what do you mean I'm not doing anything? I've been washing dishes the past hour and a half, like, working fucking hard. He's like, when I tell you the garbage, you have to do the garbage. I'm like, I'm not done washing the dishes. He's like, you're not doing anything, Ivan. I'm like, what do you mean I'm not doing anything? I've been washing dishes for the past hour and a half, and you're saying I'm not doing anything, man? And he's like, no, you're not doing anything. I'm like, you're a liar. I told him you're a liar, yeah. Wow. He was threatening me with my job. Yeah, I'm gonna tell the boss and everything. Obviously. I'm like, telling the boss, like, what? You know what I'm saying? I've been washing, I swore, I've been washing the fucking dishes for the past, like, 2 fucking hours. He's like, don't you raise your voice at me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, man, if you raise your voice at me, I have every right to raise my voice at you. Yeah, he was giving me attitude all day long. And that's the first time at Coco Fruitti I actually yelled back at one of the guys. Because I've been taking shit from all these Coco Fruitti guys for years. A lot of guys yell at me, but that one guy really pisses me off, man. He acts like he's the boss, man. He's not the fucking boss. I don't know. He acts like he's the boss. Even all the other guys who tell me, yeah, Ivan, don't listen to that guy. He's not the boss. Yeah, he's not the boss. He's the boss's brother, but he's not the boss, right? He acts like he's the boss. Not the boss, man. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Ivan, what if he tells his brother what happened the other day? I'm gonna stand up for myself. I'm like, man, your brother is a liar. I don't mean to be rude, man. He says I'm not doing any work. I've been washing dishes I washed a shitload of dishes for the past 2 hours. I did all the fucking order. I made your omelet. I took out all the fucking garbage, and you're saying I'm not doing any work? I'm doing way more work than what you're doing, man. You don't do shit. The boss's brother doesn't do shit, man. Yeah. He's fucking lazy, that guy. And you have the boss to say, tell me to hurry up. I'm not doing anything. What about you, man? Yeah, man. Yeah, there you go. You know how many times before I talk about the other stuff, obviously, do you know how many times when I went on break and then the fruit order came in, I take my 30-minute break, the guy can easily do the order. He waits for me to do the order because he's fucking lazy. And you have the balls to tell me that I'm not doing anything, man. Like I work much harder than you, man, at Coco Fruitti. I'm gonna tell the boss that. If his brother says Ivan wasn't listening to me, he didn't do any work, I'm like, your brother's a liar. I washed dishes for the past hour and 45 minutes. I did the order. I'm the one who did the order. The 2 orders. I took out all the garbage. I did the omelet. And I had to wash a fucking shitload of dishes at the dish pit. And he said I wasn't doing anything. Yeah. He's like, you're not doing it. I'm like, I'm closing the dish pit. I'm washing the fucking dishes. I'm not done. And he got angry at me. He's like, hurry up, Ivan, like, do the garbage. Yeah. When he can do the garbage. While I'm washing dishes, how about you do the garbage? But he doesn't even do the garbage. He just puts the garbage outside. He just stands around. He tells me to hurry up and do the garbage when he can do it himself. Because he's lazy, that guy. Yeah, I don't mean to be rude, but that guy really pisses me off, man. And he acts like he's the boss. He's not the fucking boss, man. You're not the boss, man. Yeah, you may be the boss's brother, but you're not the boss. And you act like you're the boss. And everyone at work says, yeah, don't listen to that guy. He acts like he's the boss. He's not the fucking boss, man. Tony even complained to me. Yeah, he's like, Ivan, don't listen to that guy. He's not the boss. Yeah, he's not the boss. And he acts like he's the boss. He doesn't own that restaurant. His brother owns a restaurant. His brother's the boss. He's not the boss. And he's probably going to tell his brother all these lies, obviously, about me, right? Ivan doesn't listen to me and all stuff. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I work much harder than you, man. You know it. I work much harder than you at Coco Fruitti. You know it, man. Yeah. I'm a harder worker than you, man. Yeah. I have to get my chest, guys. I'm sorry. I told you I'm quitting Coco Fruitti in a good 2 weeks, man. I'm done, man. This week, 2 weeks, I'm done, obviously, because I don't like. They overwork me. They make me do everything, obviously. And the boss's brother, no offense, man, that guy's really pissing me off. He's getting under my skin, man. Like, yeah, today he was giving me attitude all afternoon. Yeah. That's why the first time in my life, I had enough and I raised my voice. He's like, don't you raise your voice at me. I'm like, look, man, if you raise your voice at me, I have every right to raise my voice at you. And I told him, look, man, you don't do anything. Stop acting like you're the boss and what? And that you own this place. You don't. Your brother owns the place. You don't own it, man. You may be family, but you don't own the place. And you act like you own the place. Even the other guys tell me, Ivan, don't listen to that guy. He's not the boss. Yeah, he's not the boss, man. He's not the fucking boss. And he acts like he's the boss. He's crazy, that guy, yeah. I remember when I left, I saw his brother's car. The owner of the Coco Fruitti restaurant. He was there, obviously. And I guarantee that guy, he said stuff about me, obviously. He spread lies about me, man. Yeah, the only thing he might have on me is maybe Ivan poured a bit more bleach, maybe, on the thing. A bit more bleach and all stuff, but Yeah. They made me do the 2 orders today at Coco Fruitti. Obviously. They made me do the 2 orders, obviously, where nobody else did the order. I'm the one who did the 2 orders today. I did the omelet. I did the crepe, whatever it's called, obviously. And I had to wash a shitload of dishes when I closed, man. It was a lot of dishes, man. It took me like an hour and like 45 minutes to close. He's like, Ivan, hurry up. It's 3:30. It's almost 4 o'clock. And all that stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there's another guy who works there. He works in the kitchen. He's an Indian guy, obviously. He overheard the argument, obviously, right? Yeah. But he knows what I'm saying. Yeah, man, you put Ivan to work, man. Ivan does everything here. Yes, I do. I do everything here. And so when you tell me I'm not doing anything, man, that really pissed me off. And I defended myself, and I raised my voice back at the boss's brother because he was pissing me off. Yeah. I never, ever raised my voice at anybody at Fruitti for the last 2 years, but today was the first time I raised my voice. I couldn't take it anymore, man, because the guy was really pissing me off, man. Like, you're not the fucking boss, man, of Fruitti. You don't own the restaurant. Yeah, you act like you're the boss, man. Yeah. Yeah. At first, I liked him a little bit, but eventually, he started to piss me off. The boss's brother. He's only been working here for maybe like 3 months, and he acts like he's the boss of the restaurant, man. He doesn't own the place. His brother owns the place, and he acts like he owns the place, man. He's fucking crazy, that guy. Yeah, man. I'm not kidding around. Everyone at Fruitti even tells me, Ivan, don't listen to that guy. He's not the boss. Yeah, he's not the boss. Yeah. Reza has a higher authority than that guy. Reza is like the supervisor when the boss is not there. Obviously. Some Sarah? Yeah. Did Reza and other guys ever yell at you? Yeah, Reza yelled at me a few times, but Reza never really raised his voice at me. He's pretty nice to me. Obviously, there's another guy who works there. He's pretty nice, but he raised his voice at me quite a few times. I never talked back to him. Obviously, I never talked back to Reza, and the boss. I never talked back to him because he's the boss. Obviously, the boss yelled at me many times, but I never raised my voice back at the boss because he's the boss. But his brother was pissing me off, man. He was saying I'm not doing it, I'm not doing anything and everything, and that really pissed me off. I'm like, what do you mean I'm not doing anything? I washed all the fucking dishes. He's like, you're not doing it, Iron. I'm like, look, man, I'm closing the dish pit. I'm not done yet. I'm gonna do the garbage, and he got mad at me and all that stuff. He's like, I'm gonna tell the boss and everything. Tell the boss what? That I'm closing the dish pit? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. Even a few guys told me, yeah, the boss's brother is a bit lazy. He doesn't really do much. Yeah, they told me that. Yeah, he doesn't really do much, man. He's lazy. Yeah, he's a bit lazy, that guy. Sometimes he does stuff, obviously. He works pretty hard. But that guy's pretty lazy, man. Yeah. As I told you, one time, I was on break, on my 30-minute break. The fruit order came in. He could have done the fruit order, and he waited for me to do the order when he could have done the fruit order. And you're saying that I don't do anything? What about you, man? Look at yourself before you judge me. Yeah, there you go. Don't hate him, son. Yeah. I'm sorry? Yeah. Obviously. But the boss did come by when I left. I guarantee his brother, he told stuff about me, obviously. He snitched on me and everything. But tomorrow, if the boss talks to me, obviously, about the situation, I'm going to defend myself. Look, man, I'm not going to let this guy lie about me and say I'm not doing anything. I don't listen to him. He's a liar, man. I do everything he tells me to do. Yeah. Sometimes I make mistakes, obviously. Everyone makes mistakes. But I work fucking hard at Coco Fruitti, man. I work my ass off, man. Yeah, sometimes he tells me, Ivan, when the order comes in, do the order and all that stuff. When you can do it, but you make me do it. And I listen to him, I do the order. So don't say I don't listen to you, I do listen to you. But if you think I'm going to let you boss me around like that when you're not the owner of the restaurant, you're not the boss, I'm not going to have you do like that, man. No way. That's why I swore, obviously. He's like, don't you raise your voice at me. I'm like, look, man, if you're going to raise your voice at me and disrespect me, I have every right to raise my voice at you. I told him that. Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna tell the boss and everything, yeah. And I left. I was so pissed off. I did the garbage. You know what I'm saying? And I threw the garbage in the garbage, and I was so pissed off. I signed out and I fucking left, man. I was pissed off, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Oh, you never raise your voice at the boss. No, I'll never raise my voice at the boss. I've raised my voice at bosses before in the past, but I learned my lesson. You gotta respect the boss. The boss is the one who owns the restaurant. He's paying you your salary. If the boss yells you and tells you something, you have to respect him, obviously. But his brother is not the owner, and he acts like he owns the place, man. He's only been working there for like 3 months, man. You know what I'm saying? He bosses people around, and he acts like he owns the place. He doesn't own the place. He's not the boss, right? Yeah. He's not the boss. Don't hate him, son. Yeah. Not the boss. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my vlog with Tony. That was a sick vlog, I know. But next time, I'm not gonna vlog at the bar though. The Shane's bar is like empty. There was only me and like one guy there. Me, Tony, and one guy there. It was very quiet and boring. Next time, if I vlog with Tony, I'm gonna vlog at that same place. That was beautiful. Yeah, you guys didn't really get the gist of it on camera, but when you go to that place, it's beautiful. You have the view of the whole Ottawa River. You can see Ottawa on the other side. It was so beautiful vlogging here with Tony. That was a sick vlog. I'm now sick. Yeah, I have like 25 minutes left. I watched all of it, but it was getting very late, so I wanted to make this video. So I'll watch this show, and I'll watch the remaining, like, I don't know, 20 minutes left of my vlog. But I'll do a vlog there again with Tony next time at the Shane's bar. But next time I'll get 12 beers with Tony. I get drunk there, yeah. And next time I'll make sure my bike is fully charged. I'm gonna charge my bike before I go to Shane's, because I have to walk up that, you know, that long street where I went down the hill towards the Shane's. I have to walk up my bike all the way up that street. It took me like, I don't know, like 15 minutes, 18 minutes. It was fucking long, man. I was walking fast too. That's how you know I'm in very good shape. Yeah, I walk home. You guys saw, remember when I said this is Dinty's? Yeah, you guys didn't see Dinty's. Dinty's was on the right. Yeah, Dinty's was right there. Yeah, I walked all that way home, man. That's like a 40-minute walk. But by bike, it's like 10 minutes, as you guys saw in the part 1. Yeah. Sorry, I have to get it off my chest, guys. That the boss's brother really pisses me off, man. Yeah, man. Like, he thinks he's the boss. He's not the fucking boss, man. Yeah, man. Some Sarah. Yeah. Did you ever yell at Reza? No, I never. Reza never really yelled at me. He raised his voice to me a few times, a little bit. Reza, like, he can be a bit mean sometimes, but he never really like yelled at me, right? But there's another guy there who's pretty nice, obviously. Obviously, he yelled at me quite a few times, but now he's a lot more nicer, obviously. But even he told me, yeah, Ivan, I tell the boss's brother, obviously. The boss's brother is not the boss, man. If he bosses you around, don't listen to him. He's not the boss, man. Yeah, he's not the boss. Yeah. He thinks because he's family, he owns the restaurant, he's the boss. That's not how it works, right? Yeah. Yeah. I told you, I'm giving my 2-week notice next week, right? I can't stand wearing hover anymore in my life. If that guy keeps it up and he keeps being rude and disrespectful, man, I'm gonna tell the boss, look, man, I can't stand your younger brother. He's really pissing me off, man. I'm giving my 2 weeks notice. I'm not gonna take this shit from anymore, man. Yeah, man. I'm going back to welfare anyways, right? I have to apply for my healthcare card because the folks fucking lost my healthcare card, my health card, obviously. So I have to go to the mall and apply for my healthcare card, obviously. I'll go maybe. Is it open tomorrow? Tomorrow I can go after work. I'll go to the mall and I'll apply for my healthcare card. It'll take a good maybe 2 weeks to come in. So yeah, I can work Coco Fruitti for 3 weeks or maybe a month at Coco Fruitti, and I'm done, obviously. And Rob, you make more money working. Yes, I do, but I don't like working at Coco Fruitti. It's too much work. It's stressing shit, man. Today there was a mountain of dishes again when I closed. It took me like an hour and like 50 minutes to close. Yeah. I did my shift at like 1:40. It took me until 3:30 to close, man. So yeah, so it took me an hour. What? 1:40 to 3:30. How long is that? That's like an hour and like 50 minutes. Yeah, it took me like an hour and 50 minutes to close. Yeah. Some Sarah. Yeah. I know it's how I work. Everyone always snitches on me. They always pick on me, obviously. I know why they pick on me, because they're jealous and envious, obviously. Yeah. They're all average people who make their 40, 50K a year, and I have the keys to the kingdom, and I wrote my masterpiece. I'm going to make my billions on my book. That's why everyone always picks on me at work, obviously. They always blame Ivan for everything, yeah. They blame me for everything. I'm not kidding around. I remember one time Reza did something, even though I like Reza, obviously, he's a nice guy. One time even Reza did something cold, man. He broke something in the microwave, and he told the boss that I broke it. I'm like, Reza, man, like, how can you be cold like that, man? I didn't tell him that, but I was a bit pissed off. I told the boss, look, man, I didn't break it, man. Reza broke it. And he put the blame on me, just so he what? That's cold, man. Yeah, you gotta be careful, people like that at work, right? Yeah. But Reza's a nice guy. I like Reza. Reza's chill. Obviously. And the other guy, he was a bit mean to me, obviously, before. But he's pretty nicer now, obviously. But the boss's brother really, really pisses me off, man. Like, he keeps bossing me around. He acts like he's the boss. Like, you're not the fucking boss, man. You're not the boss of me. Yeah, there you go. Some Sarah. Anyways, enough about that. Thought I can get it off my chest. Yeah. Now it's a sick vlog, I know. I talked about a lot of stuff, obviously. Yeah. I talked about Emmanuel a little bit. Yeah, I told her, yeah, I asked her on a date, and then Athlete's like, yeah, Ivan, she told me, yeah. She told me, obviously. But I'm done with Emmanuel. She rejected me, and she's a bit bitchy, obviously. She's a nice woman, obviously, but she can be a bit bitchy, obviously. As Tony said, admitted in the video, obviously. But I'm done with Emmanuel. She moved to Montreal, and she has a very harsh personality. I'm moving on. I'm going to go for the Disney chick, obviously, right? Yeah. Yeah. And if I do end up going on a date with the Dinty chick, obviously, I'm gonna take her to that place in the Shanes where I blog with Tony, and I'll buy a beer. We can have a beer there and talk for like 2-3 hours, man, and just enjoy the view. That's a beautiful place to take your date, right? It's a very secluded, quiet place too. Honestly, the best place, Ivan, to date your go on a date with your girlfriend is the Shanes. The Shanes is not that crowded, as you guys saw, right? It's a very small little district of Elmer. It's like the ghetto of Elmer, as Anthony said, right? Yeah, it's the ghetto of Elmer, the Shanes. Yeah. But Anthony has a pretty nice house, man. Holy shit, he has a pretty nice house. You guys didn't see it, but he has a nice like townhouse, a nice fucking house. But he's not that rich. His family's not that rich, obviously, right? Like, he has to help out his family with rent and all that stuff. Tony, his family's not that rich. Tony, right? Yeah. So why do you think James Gunn's DC universe has the potential to be bigger than Kevin Feige's Marvel? Yes, as DC is in a better position than Kevin Feige's Marvel. Kevin Feige's Marvel's a mess, man. As they went into the multiverse, which was a bad idea. I believe for Endgame, they never should have went into the multiverse, man. That was a bad idea. And that's a small reason for the fall of the MCU, but there's other reasons too. there was a dip in quality for the television shows and movies. And Kevin Feige, he was a one-man show. And he got rid of all his checks and balances. And then the MCU went downhill, obviously. That's why I believe Kevin Feige, when Quantumania flopped, he panicked, obviously, because... Don't hate me, Kevin Feige, I'm saying, because what? Because because the fans didn't resonate with Kang and the Quantumania story. And Quantumania was supposed to be like a big movie. It was supposed to be like a $1 billion movie. I guarantee you Marvel was expecting like a $1 billion hit for Quantumania, but the story was terrible and it only made like $400 million. It flopped hard, man. And it didn't resonate well with Kang, the fans. That's why Kevin Feige, I believe he panicked and he had to make changes, obviously. That's why now you have Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom, and they changed the Avengers story, obviously, because it didn't work with Kang for Quantumania. And he brought back the same guys, which I think cries desperation. He was desperate, he panicked, and he probably needed some help, obviously. That's why he brought all the same guys back, obviously, right? Right, yeah. Look, man, I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but I think that cries desperation and panicking, and yeah, I think Kevin Feige panicked, man. I don't think Kevin Feige can send me out. Some Sarah. So, you think the boss will fire you by what his brother said? No, he won't, because I'm going to defend myself. I'm not going to let his brother spread lies about me, man. If his brother... Look, man, whatever you told your brother, I want to know what you told him, because I want to defend myself. I'm not going to have you do like that and act like I don't do any work, man. I fucking do everything at fucking Coco Fruitti. You make me do the order when you can do the order. I take all the garbage. I wash a mountain of dishes now and stuff, and you say I'm not doing anything, man? Yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah. That's why I was so pissed, man. And this is the first time, and I was happy, man. I'm like, Ivan, man, you didn't take shit from this guy, man. You defended yourself. I did. I defended myself, man. I defended myself against the boss's brother, man, because he was yelling at me all when the boss left, like he was yelling at me, all giving me attitude and all that stuff, all afternoon, man. And then in the end, when he told me to hurry up, he's like, "You're not doing anything, Ivan." I'm like, "What do you mean I'm not doing anything? I've been washing dishes for the past like an hour and like 40 minutes, man." He's like, "You're not doing anything, Ivan." And I got pissed, man. I'm like, "You're a liar, man." He's like, "I'm a liar." I'm like, "Yeah, you're a liar." You know what I'm saying? And I kept walking through the garbage, obviously, and he kept yelling at me, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, man, I've been washing all the fucking dishes for the past, like, an hour and 40 minutes. I swore, obviously. He's like, "Don't you raise your voice at me." I'm like, "Look, man, if you're gonna raise your voice at me, I have every right to raise my voice at you. You're not the fucking boss." Don't hate him, saying, yeah. He's like, "I'm gonna call the boss and all that stuff." Yeah, call the boss. Let's see what you tell him, man. I'm gonna defend myself, man. I'm not gonna let you... I'm gonna defend myself. If the boss calls me into his office tomorrow and he tells me, "Ivan, my brother says so about you," I'm gonna defend myself. "Look, man, your brother's a liar. He's lying, man." Yeah. I do way more work than your brother, man. Your brother is fucking lazy. I don't mean to be rude, man, but the boss's brother, I don't mean to be rude, he's a bit of a lazy guy, man. He doesn't do shit. Yeah. And the proof, before I talk more about James Gunn, obviously, the proof is when I went on break, this happened to me, I think, 3 times. And he knows what I'm talking about. I went on break. I was eating my lunch, obviously. And you know I have a lot of dishes to wash. And you know what I'm saying? I'm eating my lunch, obviously, for 30 minutes. The order comes in. And one time I did get pissed off, obviously. The fruit order comes in. I finished my lunch and I'm washing dishes. He's like, "Ivan," he's like, "Oh, you have to do the order." I'm like, "I have to do the order." I'm like, "Why didn't you do the order?" You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Yeah." I shut him up for good, man. Yeah. So, Sarah, 3 times that happened. And I was very pissed off. I'm like, "Look, man, I have like so much dishes to wash. Why couldn't it takes like 7 minutes to do the order? Stop being fucking lazy and do the fucking order, man." Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Especially when I'm break. When I'm on break, man. Yeah, and he could have done the order. He wasn't really doing much work, and he waited for me to do the order. And I was so pissed off because I had so much dishes to wash. It doesn't take long to do the fruit order. The other order is a bit bigger, but the fruit order takes like 7 minutes to put all the food in the fridge, right? Yeah. Some Sarah? Anyways, not about that. Even Tony didn't like the guy too. Tony didn't like him either. You know what I'm saying? Tony even told me, Ivan, that guy's not the boss. Hey, he told me that, Tony. He's like, I'm not gonna listen to him. He's not the boss. Hey, he told me that, Tony. He's not the boss. And he acts like he owns the place, man. He's not. He's not the boss, man. His older brother is a boss. He's not the boss, obviously. Because he's family, the boss might be biased and believe his brother over me, obviously. He might be biased, obviously. But I guarantee you tomorrow they might send me into the office. The boss might send me into the office, obviously, and his brother says stuff about me, and I'm going to defend myself. But look, man, okay, what did your brother tell you? What did your brother tell you? Oh, Ivan, he said that you're not doing much work and everything. I'm like, that's a lie. I work very hard. It's him who doesn't do much work. I do much more work than him, man, and he knows it, yeah. And I told his brother, I'm like, yeah, you don't do anything, man. Like, you don't do much work, man. You're fucking lazy, man. Yeah, man. Some Sarah? Yeah. Yeah, and you know what's funny? Before I talk more about James Gunn, while I was washing the dishes, obviously, he put the garbage outside and he could have easily taken the garbage, and he waits for me to finish the dish and tells me to take the garbage when he's just standing around. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And you're saying I don't do anything? Like, what about you, man? Yeah, there you go. I'm going to defend myself if the boss brings me in the office. I'm gonna defend myself. I'm not gonna let his brother lie, make all these lies about me, man, and say I don't do much work and everything. Like, they have a camera. Look, man, you have a camera in this restaurant. Look at the fucking camera. And you'll see what I'm saying. I'm not lying. I was washing dishes for like an hour and 30 minutes. I went to the bathroom because I had to use the bathroom for like maybe 6 minutes. I had to take a dump. And after that, I finished my dishes. Yeah. Yeah. And there was an Indian guy who works there, obviously. Yeah. He overheard the argument, obviously. He's like, you can tell he's like, holy shit, obviously, yeah. But he knows what I'm saying. Is, yeah, Ivan works hard. And his brother acts, the boss's brother acts like he owns the place. And he was telling Ivan to hurry up and do the garbage. He's not doing anything. When I was closing the dish pit, he's like, you're not doing anything, Ivan. I'm like, what do you mean I'm not doing anything? I'm closing the dish pit. Yeah. Some Sarah? It was a huge argument. Yes, it was. It was a huge argument. He yelled at me. I yelled back at him. I was so pissed off. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, James Gunn's DC Universe has the potential to be bigger than Kevin Feige's Marvel in its glory days. Or just as big, right? Even bigger. Even make $35 billion over, I don't know, over the like 12, 14 years. Because if everything is done right, Justice League has the potential to be an endgame $3 billion hit, man. 2.5, $2.8 billion hit. It would be huge. Like, DC just has to do everything right, obviously. Well, I think James Gunn did his job. DC, he won back, obviously, a good chunk of the DC fans, obviously. Yeah. He won back a lot of the DC fans. Some Sarah? Do you think Superman will hit $800? It has potential to hit it, but if it doesn't hit that, I will not be surprised. It might maybe hit maybe 600, maybe $500 perhaps. John Campbell might be right with the projections, but if it has legs, it could hit that $800. James Gunn's Superman. It just depends on the legs, man. It's all about the legs. But even if it has like a 70-60% second weekend drop off, it could still make $800 as what? If it has legs, it can still make money, obviously. And that's what I'm telling all you guys around the world. Go watch James Gunn's Superman in theaters, guys. It's on theaters. All you guys in Europe, Canada, America, South America, No, South America is not Hollywood, right? All you guys want to watch James Gunn Superman, man. Watch it. Watch it, yeah, man. That way this thing is huge, right? It makes $800 million, right? Yeah. Some saying, oh, you're a bit pissed off. Yes, I am, man. I had a huge argument with the boss's brother. It was huge. It was a big argument, man. Yeah. You yelled at me, I yelled back at him, and I was pissed off, man. And I swore. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. And when I had a bunch of dishes, obviously, I asked the boss's brother, hey, can you help me out with dishes a little bit? And he got pissed off. He's like, I can call the boss right now. You really want me to help you out with the dishes and all that stuff? I'm like, I help you out with the order and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he got pissed off and all that stuff. Yeah. I'm saying. But that's not that big of an issue. I did dishes myself, obviously. But after the boss left and I was washing dishes, he kept being rude and yelling at me, and that's why at the end I got so pissed off. Enough's enough. I'm not gonna let this guy step all over me, man. Yeah, man. So I'm saying, you're not the fucking boss. You're not the boss of me, man. You're not the boss over me. Yeah. You only worked there for maybe 3-4 months, and you act like you own the place. You don't own the fucking place, man. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously. You know what's funny? When I ask some people to help me out and do stuff for me, obviously, most of the time they just ignore me. They don't listen to me. And all these guys who are not the boss of me, they expect me to listen to them. Obviously. They're fucking selfish people, yeah. Obviously. So you asked the boss's brother a few times? Yeah, I asked him to help me out with the garbage a few times. He said no. And all that stuff. And then when you ask me, you expect me to listen to you when you're not even the boss over me either, man. So you're selfish, yeah. I expect Ivan to listen to me, but when Ivan wants me to help him out and do something, we're not gonna listen to Ivan. Because they don't like me, obviously, right? And they're envious and jealous of me. They don't like me, listen, yeah. Envious and jealous of me, obviously, right? Yeah. 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 I told you, when I'm king and I have my big skyscraper become a VJ, nobody's in the boss me around anymore. I'm the fucking boss. But I'm not going to be a dick and yell at people, obviously, right? Unless they raise their voice at me, I'll show them who's boss, obviously. Me and VJ will show them who's boss, obviously. But I'm never going to yell at anybody, obviously. As I'm going to be a very, very nice boss. I'm never going to yell at Reza. I'm never going to yell at Haki. I'm going to be very respectful to them, obviously. Not what they like you. Because if you're mean, they won't like you, right? You have to be very nice to them and respectful, obviously. To your head chefs, right? Yeah. And they're all like, yeah, Ivan's a very nice boss, man. He never yells at us. No, I never yell at you. Unless you raise your voice at me, I'll show you who's boss. But they're not going to raise their voice at me because I'm paying them a lot of money. And I'm very respectful, obviously, right? Yeah. Sorry, guys, I have to get that out of my chest, man. I had a huge argument at the end of my shift at work, man. I was very, very pissed off. I don't even want to work tomorrow, man. I work alone on a Saturday, man. Yeah. I'm going to give my 2-week notice next week. I'm going to let the Fruitti boss know, yeah, I can work for you for the next 2 weeks, and after that, I'm done. I'm going back to welfare, and I'll work part-time at Dindy's like once a week. I don't want to work over anymore, man. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. He's like, Ivan, you don't listen to me and all that stuff. I'm like, look, man, you're not the fucking boss of me, man. You don't own this place, and you act like you're the boss, man. You don't listen to me either. When I ask you to help me out and all stuff, yeah, Ivan, for you, it's the exception. Like, we don't listen to you. When we tell you to do something, you have to listen to us. Like, well, what about me? When I ask you to help me out with this, the garbage and stuff, you say no. And then when you ask me to do something, you expect me to listen to you all the time, like so you're what? You're selfish? Yeah, obviously. Anyways, shout out to camera guys. See me part 2.